Hello guys, I'm Georgi with Raw Boxing Skills, and today we will learn how to hit the 1-2 combination or the jab cross combination. We can also call it like that. The 1-2 combination is the most effective, the most basic combination in boxing. Every coach tries to make his students do it correctly, do this feat correctly also during this combination, and we will show you a lot of variations of the 1-2 combination and how to use our feet during these variations also. Also, we will talk about when and why we should use different kind of variations of the 1-2. So let's see how to hit the most fundamental, the most useful and effective combination in boxing. Alright guys, let's practice this 1-2 combination with the shadow boxing now. So let me show you our initial position, so we make sure that we're starting from the proper foot position with keeping our feet at the right place. So you see I'm staying, keeping my weight a little bit on my back foot and keeping my feet parallel to each other. Yeah. So that's my initial position over here, with the weight switched on my back foot a little bit. So let me start talking now about the variations of this 1-2 combination. So first we're going to talk about is when our both legs, both feet are planted and we're just hitting it from the place. As you see, I'm still using my lower body into this position. I'm trying to use my hips when I do that. Boom, 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 boom. I'm turning them a little bit. So 1, 2, right here. Look, look. This variation is probably the quickest one, so you can do it quickly because you're not stepping anywhere. But it has its own limit about the distance, because you cannot do it when opponent goes backwards. Otherwise you will have to lean forward too much. So for that reason we can do this 1-2 stepping with my front foot. So look at this. I'm advancing forward with my front foot and keeping my back foot planted here. So let's see it a little bit quicker. Boom, right here. As you see, I'm advancing with my front foot forward and then just turning my rear foot right here and then coming back right here. If we will need to get even more forward, we can advance with both legs. So boom, boom. I'm stepping in with my both feet. 1-2 right here. And as you see, after my right straight, I'm stepping backwards. My step back is my defensive movement over here. So I did 1, 2, then I'm coming back to my less risky position. So 1, 2, step back. 1, 2, step back. Also, we can do the variation when we do the leaping 1-2. So I'm doing my jab with the pendulum step. So I'm bouncing forward with my both legs, and then I keep my back foot planted and just rotate it over here. You also do some little step right here, so I'm sure that I'm not gonna lose any balance. So let's see it again. Step back. Step back. Step back. And as you see, my shoulders and my lower body is getting back to my initial position. So I'm not doing 1, 2, and then just stepping back with my chest too square to the opponent. So I'm doing 1, 2, and getting back to my sideways position with my shoulder, with my hips, with my legs. 1, 2, step back. And now also we will talk about the Soviet 1-2, when we advance forward with pendulum step with both punches. So the Soviet 1-2, when we bounce forward with pendulum step during both punches. So I'm advancing forward with my jab and advancing forward with my right straight over here. So let's see it again slowly. 1, 2, step back. 1, 2, back. Back. Boom. And as you see, my feet are engaged into this movement. And my shoulders. I'm not just jumping forward without any hip and shoulder rotation. I'm using my hips, my shoulders, boom, boom, all the time. Boom, back. Boom, boom, back. And I'm trying to always start this combination on my back foot. I'm never like leaning forward, because if I'm staying too much on my front foot, if I'm too heavy over here, then I will not be able to throw a quick jab. So I'm switching to my back foot first, so my front foot is light. Now I'm able to do this 1-2 right here. So as we talked inside the ring during the shadow boxing, let's do the same variations on this back right here. So let me do this 1-2 when my both feet are planted on the floor. So I'm close enough to be able to hit without any step forward. So I'm not that far. Right here. Right here. Right here. Okay, let's get a little bit further over here and consider the variation when we advance with the front foot forward and keep the back foot planted. All right, and now let us practice the 1-2 when we advance forward with both legs. So let me get even a little bit more further. Right here. Right here. Right here. Now let's take a look on the leaping 1-2. When we do the pendulum step with my jab, and then right straight with my back foot planted. So I'm basically getting even more further and doing bam bam right here. Boom boom. Let's see how those feet work over here. So I'm boom, advancing forward with one pendulum step, and then boom, hitting this right straight with my back foot planted. Step back. Boom, step back. Boom, step back. Okay, and now let's talk about the Soviet 1-2, when we advance forward with the pendulum step with both punches, as the jab and the right straight over here. So I'm already in my pendulum step a little bit, getting in and out of the range, and doing first and second punch with little pendulum step right here. So I'm trying to follow the opponent with my legs. You can also do it with the back when it moves a lot. So when it moves backwards, further from you, you do this kind of 1-2. Boom, boom. Backwards, move around a little bit. Then again, boom, boom. All right, guys. That's some of the variations of the 1-2 combination, the most basic, the most effective combination in boxing. So follow us on our social media. Thank you for your attention, and see you guys later.